Watermelon is a great summertime pick for a wonderful dessert or fruit enjoyed all across the country and the globe. But when it comes to harvest time, one Georgia farm family has to jump into high gear. Georgia may be known as the Peach State, but show up in Cordial, Georgia, and you'll quickly discover why locals say their community can also lay claim to being the watermelon capital of the world. Turn your attention to almost any farm field, and fresh, juicy watermelons are rolling in by the thousands. Crisp County, Georgia farmers will harvest and ship more than 200 million pounds every year. So it doesn't get much fresher than this. This was picked this morning right out of the field.
Right.
And I gotta cut it open.
Go ahead, help yourself.
All right. I've been dying to do this since I found out I was coming to Georgia. Let's pop this thing open because you can usually just split it. Oh, look at the heart of that. May I eat it?
Go right ahead.
Will you eat it with me?
Sugar should be good.
All right, here you go.
Can't get no better than that now.
Oh my God. Watermelons are a sweet family success story at the Jackson Farms. Ricky Jackson is a fourth-generation melon farmer, and he's right in the middle of shipping time. Take me through what's going on down here.
All right, at each one of these stations, like I said, the different size melons are being kicked off. And they're packing a particular count in the bins.
Okay.
This happens to be a 45 count, so there'll be 45 watermelons in this bin.
Wow.
And this is the way the chains like it, and that's the way they like to buy them, knowing what they have in each bin.
Now, where is that pallet headed to, do you know?
All over.
All over the country?
The East Coast, Midwest. I've sent them out to California. I've sent them all over.
Ricky, his family members, and farm workers will produce more than 1 million watermelons this year alone.
Crop looks good, don't it? It looks good to me.
Ricky's dad, Harold, remembers when mules were used for harvest.
My grandfather was a farmer. He grew melons. My dad was a farmer. He grew watermelons. I grew melons. And now Ricky's took the ball.
No pun intended, right?
No pun intended.
Did you ever realize that this operation would get this big?
Never.
Today, there's another Jackson in the fields, Ricky's 16-year-old son, Jacob. For him and the others, harvest means working 7 days a week, sometimes till midnight.
Alrighty, we're at 54 bins, I think.
Now, you did a lot of work up there, and here's the end result. You end up with one of these pallets filled with Jackson Farms watermelons.
It's just hard work over a period of time. Yes, sir.
That is a lot of hard work.
Yes, sir. Especially getting it all ready, the fertilizer, watering it properly. It's all hard work. Making sure the vines come up right. What about this one right here?
Hey, it looks good, looks right. Cut it.
All right.
Good and ripe.
Jacob has been working the vines side by side with his dad since he was 11.
Oh, that's perfect.
Jacob's dream for the family's farming future is to improve agriculture.
What I would rather do is go into agriculture engineering. My dad, he's always going to other people, asking for information, advice. I want to be the person to give advice.
Interesting.
Yes, sir. Go to college, learn more about it. I see how much my dad struggles being a farmer and everything. I want to be that person to help those people out.
Have you told him this?
Yes, sir. We've talked about it. He thinks it'll be a good idea.
He likes doing the hard work. I put him over here doing the easy work, and I come out, and he's gone doing the hard work.
That's good for you.
Yeah. He loves it. You know, if he wants to trade, that's fine and good. I'm not going to push it on him, of course. I'm going to let him make that own decision himself, because he's going to have to love it to do it. Because you just don't come out here and not love it and do it because it's too hard.
For those of us who have a limited idea of the work involved in getting a crop from the farm to our produce section, some hands-on time in the field can be an eye-opener. Oh, God! Keep going.
Manos aquí. And as you can see, I'm covered in sweat. I lasted 5 minutes and they do this all day long. These crops can be picked a total of 3 to 5 times over an entire month. That is a lot of work.
As for some advice on what to look for in buying a melon, Ricky says the underside should be yellow, not white, and it doesn't hurt to do a little tapping.
Is that the sound you're supposed to hear?
Yes, that's the sound you want to hear.
Okay, and describe that sound to me if someone can't tell exactly what it is. It's a ping?
That's more of a ping than a...
Yeah, you hear it. It bounces off.
Yeah. If you hit it and it sounds flat, it's hollow, basically.
Okay,
And
so you don't want the flat ones.
You don't want the flat ones.
You want one that sounds like that.
Yes.
That sound is music to Ricky's ears. It's the fruits of his labor, a labor of love.
Well, what it means to me is I'm out here doing what I love, number one. And number two, I'm making a good living for my family. That's the biggest thing right there. Of course, I do care about my product. I want quality stuff going out to the people. That's the only way I can stay in business. And we try real hard to do that.
Cheers to a hard day's work.
Thank you so much.
Watermelon cheers.
All right.